Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. Hey, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the brand new Seventh Seraph SI-2, sorry, it's a lot of S's, Seventh Seraph SI-2 Sidearm, a seasonal weapon in the energy slot. Oh my gosh, this is way too many S's. What was I thinking? It can be farmed through the weapon frame bounties at the Luna Warmind bunker, or you could buy it directly from the bunkers, assuming that you've got the seasonal rank to unlock it. I think it's like 92. At seasonal rank 92 on your season pass, you unlock the ability to buy whatever the daily is. So you can get the hand cannon, the heavy machine gun, the sidearm, depending on what it is for the daily. But otherwise, if you're like me and you've been slacking in the the bounty farm department, and I'm just like in the 60s or something on my seasonal rank, so I had to wait till I unlocked the Luna Warmind bunker and then farm the frames, those frame bounties, and I had a bunch of them drop. Now, before we dive into the sidearm itself, I want to make you aware of a sweet deal. During the Play My Way tournament that I did, and the following weekend, literally hundreds and hundreds of you guys snagged free samples of Gamer Subs, and you got to try their product without paying a single penny, not even for shipping. They paid the cost for it. So they were so pleased with our community's reaction to their product that they actually decided to give you guys a follow-up mega discount if you wanted to order anything while you're locked down at home, right? I've been drinking Gamer Subs for over a month now. It replaced my second afternoon coffee. I used to go up and just brew a second pot of coffee. Now I just do the Gamer Subs in the afternoon instead. And I never used to mess with supplements before, because frankly I didn't want the sugar, the fillers, and I just downright didn't really trust the lab-made caffeine that all the other gamer supplements used. But Gamer Subs it's sugar-free, it's keto-friendly, has no fillers, and the caffeine, it actually comes straight from coffee beans, and it's not for cheaper at a lab. So if you're interested in trying some of it for a nice caffeinated beverage to give you a little pick-me-up with a great taste, just go to gamersubs.gg, check out with code TrueVanguard, and you'll get 20% off, but only if you place an order before this coming Sunday at midnight. Alright, let's chat about the sidearm, right? Let's get to the basics and get those out of the way first. Like I said, this sidearm will go in the energy slot, meaning you can couple primaries like the Revoker or the new Trial Sniper, right? As well as some of the better kinetic pulses and autos like, Suros Regime, which is freaking godly right now with its 0.4 second time to kill with spinning up, or even Bygones, maybe even Bastion, because I know a lot of you guys are really running gunners, and things like Bastion coupled with a sidearm can be kind of nice as well. The sidearm is in the lightweight family, meaning it's basically another version of an anonymous Autumn. So for comparison's sake, this video is really going to kind of focus on the dichotomy, the comparing and contrasting the two, because they both go in the same slot, same archetype. And as you know, I'm a huge fan of the anonymous Autumn, as I have over 16,000 kills with that gun. So how does it compare to the Autumn? That's the real question here. The Autumn is easily farmable, has an excellent perk pool, including things like moving target, kill clip, rampage, ricochet rounds. But here's the thing. According to the database, and according to my now over a dozen rolls I've acquired on the Seventh Seraph, the Seventh Seraph SI-2 sidearm cannot roll with any of those perks I just listed. No ricochet rounds, no kill clip, no rampage, no moving target. That had me concerned right off the bat. Because frankly, if it goes in the same slot as an Autumn, but it has worse stats than the Autumn and the worst perks than the Autumn, why on earth would I ever choose to use it when Autumn is so easily farmable and I can just get a god roll in a single sitting, right? So let's look at the potential strengths of this sidearm, because out of the gate we can see it has less aim assist, less stability, less handling than the anonymous Autumn. That's not a really great first impression. One nice thing about the Seraph is that it has a very good recoil direction of 95, and it's very manageable right out of the gate without having any perks to add anything to it. But the one thing it has going for it is its unique perks that Autumn can't roll. These perks are more situational than the Autumn, meaning it's less versatile than the Autumn, but when those perks help, man do they help. The first perk worth mentioning is Vorpal rounds. Now previously we'd seen Vorpal on a sidearm, but it was kinetic. It was the breach light, right? In the previous season. Now we've got Vorpal on a sidearm in the energy slot. If you're not familiar with Vorpal, these will allow you to burn down supers way faster, as you can clearly see by the numerous super shutdowns in the gameplay right here in this video. Vorpal is going to ramp up your damage numbers so that you can reliably put down some of the less mobile roaming supers like Arc Strider, Nova Warp, Fist of Havoc, Sentinel, and more. You may struggle against a really good Storm Trance because they can use the Ionic Blink. If they're using Top Treat, it makes them harder to hit. Dawnblades can be harder to hit because you have to close the gap on them, and they can heave swords at you from pretty far away. So some supers are kind of hard to shut down with the Sidearm, but some of the more popular ones, man, you can gun them down before they can close the gap as they straight line you. It's so nice. And I actually think I will likely be swapping my Autumn out during the later rounds in Trials matches when supers start to come into play, since Autumn has a better neutral game. So I'll be using that in the first few rounds, but I can't roll Vorpal for those clutch shutdowns. Seventh Seraph SI-2 can also roll Elemental Capacitor, which can be pretty helpful if you're an Arc or a Void subclass, right? Those are for handling and stability buffs that are actually pretty noticeable. Since I run Dawnblade mostly on my Warlock, I'm avoiding that perk as it only buffs reload speed for me, but depending on your subclass, you could get some really good mileage out of Elemental Capacitor. It also has Demolitionist, which Autumn can't roll. The role you're seeing me use in this gameplay has a Demolitionist and the Vorpal combination, which is lovely, since I'm leaning on my Solar Grenades quite often, both as a zoning technique, and also I'm trying to consume them to get my Heat Rises buff as well. At the end of the day, I'd recommend looking for a Hammer Forged or Arrowhead Break barrel, Accurized or Steady rounds, and either Demolitionist and Zen Moment, or Demolitionist and Vorpal. Otherwise, you'll probably be left with a Sidearm that's just flat out not as good as the Autumn. And you're going to need to try and lean into the strengths of this Sidearm, otherwise it's just not going to be as good. The last thing that I think it has going for it over the Autumn is that it looks super clean. Like, it is a really good looking firearm, while the Autumn is terribly ugly in my opinion. I mean, I love the gun. I'll be the first, but I'll be the first to admit it is a lemon in the looks department, just like me. So let me know what you got on yours. What's your role? Do you like it? What's been your experience with it? As a seasoned Sidearm user, I can confidently say that overall, Anonymous Autumn is going to be, it's just going to be a better all-around killing machine. But in those situational moments when supers come into play, or if you have a build that is grenade-centric, you may find the Seventh Seraph Sidearm to be the better choice for those clutch moments when its unique abilities matter the most. Alright, thanks for watching the video, thanks for listening to me chat about this gun, and I hope to see you in the next one. Be warm and well fed, my friends. I'll catch you in the Crucible. Come, I got Vorpal.
Yeah, you do.
Nice.